and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I will see you later. Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
The word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just faked me last nerve.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Bloody hard, boy.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Goody.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine. Good evening, Benjamin.
I'm afraid not.
A gun up. I cannot enter.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial. The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
What sort of bloody jokes are you, innit? Stupid drugs for the sick and suffering.
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked.
Distribute flowers this hour,
Good evening, sir.
If you're here for a reward, you're
I'm not here for a bounty.
a doctor. You might.
Do you require...
Not me, but yours.
I'm looking for...
Dorothy Crane.
Has she treated...
No. But I need a checkup.
Goodbye, Mr. Bing.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to. No one's there. I cannot enter.
strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me, just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't...
I'm not a journalist, I'm
A doctor, you say?
Really?
I'm Joe Peters.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane?
Dorothy Crane.
Could you please tell me...
She's a nice girl.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game.
Welcome, sir.
I am Dr.
Doctor?
Right then. Show me what you have. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me, then? Okay, then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Is there only pain and suffering in this world? Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
It's locked.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So,
I'm not bothered.
do you know...
Yes, I know her.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself. So, may I ask you a few...
I'm not bothered.
Goodbye, young man.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
let's look the other way this week, Joe. Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other?
Do not
I am Dr. John.
a scientist.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Excuse...
Sorry, I'm...
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. Oh, glad.
I heard you're investigating and...
Not much, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from...
Ah.
Without a doubt, you are a...
I don't know much about the man.
He never...
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him.
Really?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but...
He has no...
No. Except for that strange man.
Where can I find...
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Good evening, Doc.
I still have...
I don't know much about the man.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
I'm cheap.
I know what you're... Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. A stubborn and... I know you understand what I'm saying. Very well. It's locked. Hello. Very well.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
It ain't human! Kill it! Die, vermin! God watches me!
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news. I cannot enter.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work.
Short story.
I always thought I was the man.
You know, this money is not only for me.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen.
You can put your own life in danger.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry. I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothy.
You seem to...
Dorothea helps the sick people of what?
Goodbye, miss.
An angel made flesh, I tell you.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Please be my guest. Although I may not...
Really?
I'm a poet.
May I ask you a few...
Extraordinary part of town.
What can you tell me about an old...
Darius Petrescu. Yeah.
Not interested in...
Darius is an old political activist.
I'm looking for...
Dorothy Crane. Oh,
What can you tell me?
Darius Petrescu.
Not interested...
Darius is an old...
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only...
Are you not curious?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her.
I fear you are a hopeless...
Guilty as charged.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott.
The place is not beautiful per se.
Do you not...
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full...
What can you tell me about...
Not much. And that's the beauty of it.
Perhaps you're just afraid to...
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma.
In what way?
The struggle by gaslight.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and...
Vivid, of course.
Oh yes, the poignant...
May I ask what you're doing at the...
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet...
But are you not a...
Oh, why should I?
If you say so.